All right. Let's see, it's 2:30 in the afternoon, game time. I do not want to sleep yet. So we'll go back down to the dealership. We have a contract we can do. Which will be just about perfect. The right time. I don't know what we're going to do with this space right here now, though. It looks a little funny. We'll figure something out. So this time we are going to stop at the dealership and we'll accept this contract. Well, actually we're going to borrow the equipment. It's a mowing contract. You know, every time I live stream Farming Simulator here, we get I get a copyright restriction, which is weird. All right, we're going to do a mowing contract right here for $8,000. The field is just down at the end of the road. It's not too far, right down by Granny's place. So we're going to borrow the items. Whoops. Hit the wrong button. So we'll do this mowing contract and then we'll go back and sleep. And hopefully we'll have some decent contracts, although there's normally there's not any really good contracts first thing in the morning. We usually have to advance the clock. There's the train. That may be the only time we see the train. And that field that we're doing is just on the other side of the railroad track here. He's bouncing over those tracks, isn't he? Oh, nice. 15 miles an hour. That's probably a little bit fast for a mower, but we'll take it in this case. We might get a contract to bail this since it's already a windroad. That would be interesting. Let's see, while he's doing that, I do want to look at something because I got one of these trucks. Which one did I get? I got this one. It is supposed to do, it's supposed to be able to hold diesel fuel. I actually looked at it on the mod. I read the description, and it did say diesel fuel. This one said diesel fuel, but I can't tell by the icons down at the bottom. I don't know what those icons mean, and I can't read them. I can't see them that good, but it's supposed to do. So I want to take a quick look at that. While this guy is doing that, let's go find that truck. Let's don't knock our tractor off of there. Well, I can't really test it with that truck at this point, though, can I? Well, that's all right. At some point, we'll test another one. Why does this keep doing that? Every time I flip out, back out, it's changed to a different menu. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, this guy's cruising along. Now, for those of you who are just watching, there actually is nobody in chat at the moment. So I'm kind of quiet. But I do see there's a few people watching, and that's pretty cool. Thank you guys. But generally when there's nobody in chat, it's kind of like I don't talk as much because I feel like I'm talking to myself. And I do enough of that. I think this is a pretty good contract for us to be doing at the moment, because by the time we get this done, then it'll be late enough in the afternoon in game to go ahead and call it a day. I think should be okay. I don't want to like call it a day too early. I will be very interested in seeing if we'll get a contract to bale this right here. We have done some baling. Mostly we've done wrapping once they've already been baled, but we did do, I think we have done, I want to say 2, but maybe only 1 contract that we actually did the baling. Now this guy will blast through this stuff pretty quickly. We're already 31% complete. Evelyn, hi, how are you? Okay, good. We're just doing a contract right now. I'm doing good, thank you. We're just doing a contract right now for this mowing. It's an $8,000 contract. and it won't take this guy too long to finish. So do you play this game, Evelyn? You play on Xbox. What map do you play on? Or what's your favorite map? Evelyn, do you have a favorite map? Okay. Yeah, I got your... I didn't wait long enough for the lag. There's a little bit of a lag, so sometimes the response takes a few minutes. Or not a few minutes, but... yeah, Riverbend Springs. Now, I played on Riverbend Springs for quite some time, and then the game crashed, and I had to delete it. I had to delete the entire thing, everything, all the save data, everything. I'm on PS5. I had to get rid of all of it and reinstall it. So I lost Riverbend Springs. I had a lot on Riverbend Springs too. I had put in a lot of time on Riverbend Springs. Yeah, lost everything. So when I started on this map, which I like ElmCreek, it's one of my favorite maps too. When I started on this map, now we started with just with the clothes on our back. That's all we had. No money, no property, no vehicles, no nothing. And we've done contracts, so we owe quite a bit of stuff now. Yeah, I like ElmCreek on FS25. I played on ElmCreek, No Man's Land, and Calm Lands. I really did like No Man's Land and Calm Lands because they were totally customizable. But they changed Calm Lands. Calm Lands came into FS25, but they changed it. All right, 54, almost 55% complete on the contract. That's nice. This is not taking long at all. Not as long as I was anticipating. I might actually have to look for another contract before I go sleep. That would be very interesting, yes. That is a vehicle they do not have as a mod. You're right. I don't recall ever seeing a bus. I'd say it's a matter of time until somebody comes up with one. Now, have you been watched any of this gameplay, like outside of chat, Evelyn? The General Lee for Xbox, yeah, that would be cool. Okay, I was just curious if you'd seen any of the gameplay or not. I can take you for a tour if you'd like to go on a tour, a map tour. Yeah, I like the General Lee. Okay, we'll go on a map tour here in just when this guy gets finished with this contract here, then I'll take you on a map tour. It won't take that long for this guy to be finished. Yeah, the General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, this guy will be done here in just a couple of minutes. Yeah, I always liked that show. I haven't watched it in a long time. You play Roblox. I have not played that game before. What type of game is that? Oh, okay, okay. Now, is Roblox, is that something you play on your Xbox, or is it separate, like a independent game system with a bunch of games on it? Oh, it's on PC. Okay. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I don't have a PC. Now, as soon as this guy gets done with this field right here, it won't be too much longer. We're at 85% complete. We'll take this back over to the dealership. We'll collect on our contract, grab our truck, and then we'll go for a tour around the map. Now that sounds very interesting. I like that idea too. Yeah, that would be very interesting. I would really have to think about that for a while to kind of know how to put it all together. Angela, hi. How are you? So Evelyn, have you thought about how to go about playing the game in that fashion? Angela, how are you? I think it's a really great idea. And I'd be really interesting to see if you can pull that off. Trying to finish coloring a dragon. What book? Angela. Is it in one of the R.J. Hampson books? Oh, okay. Who's the illustrator? I do have mods. I'm using a bunch of mods. Oh, okay, Angela. I have not heard of Joseph before. All right, good. I hope it's a cool looking picture. Angela, when we get done with this field, we're going to take a map tour. We'll show Evelyn around the map. So we'll take her by your place. I will show you some of the mods. I will show you some of my favorite mods. Most of my vehicles are mods. Well, yeah, actually most of my vehicles are mods. Yeah, it's easier for me to just like show you the mods as opposed to, okay, contract is complete. Nice. So now we'll go collect on this contract, return the equipment, collect on the contract, and then we'll go for a tour, and we'll end up at the house, and we will sleep so we can advance the clock for a day, and then we'll see what kind of contracts we have available. We may actually have to advance the clock after that too. First thing in the morning, normally there's only a couple of contracts. So we have to wait until a little bit later in the day, until like 9 o'clock. Look out. Woo. Slow down. Wow. Oh, nice. Okay, so we're going to collect on this contract. So we picked up $7,500, collect. Okay. So we're not going to accept another contract yet. We're going to go take a ride around. This is my truck. And this is a mod. And the bicycle in the back is a mod also. Now we're going to go right back down where we were. We're going to go right back over here. See, I got a bunch of houses available. Now what I'm doing on this map, Evelyn, is I am simulating a multiplayer. So it's not a real multiplayer, but I'm setting it up like it's multiplayer. So we're going to go down here. Now this is going to be a cotton farm. This will all be cotton down here. We have all this area down here. But this is not where I live. This is not even my place. This is another player's place. Oh, you made your dragon fire colors. Oh, that's going to be awesome. So this right here is Granny's knitwear. That's a mod. And we have a cotton field. We have a cotton field right here. So we own this field and this farm for right now. So I own all this, but this is set up. I do not know Austin Farmer, no. But anyway, this is going to be Granny's place over here. And I'm actually going to see if I can get somebody to take over ownership of Granny's. I just haven't seen them in here yet. So, okay, so that's Granny's place. So now we're going to go over here. And a lot of these people that have places, they are from chat, but they're not in chat right now. We're going to go down here. The next stop will be Angela's. And Angela will eventually own this field right here. But she does not yet. We don't have it yet. But this will be one of her fields. Well, maybe not. It might be. I might change my mind. Yeah, I know you're here, Angela. So now this right here, this is Angela's place. This is Angela's. And she is going to be growing canola. So she's going to have this field. And she actually is going to have this field. She's just in chat. I'm not playing an actual multiplayer. I'm just simulating the multiplayer. I'm giving some of my regular chatters. I'm just involving them in the game. So this is Evelyn's, or sorry, not Evelyn's. This is Angela's place. So now we'll go up here. Now we do not own a lot of fields and stuff yet. We do own some. I'm going to show you. Okay, Angela. That's fine. I knew you were here, but other people have farms on here too. Now, I did have Dee Dee right there, but I moved her. Now, I'm going to go show you where my main farm is. This is the original start farm. If you start as new farmer, this is the original start farm right here. And then my farm is down here. Now here I will be able to show you some of my favorite mods. Oh, that would be fun. So here's some of my favorite mods. This plow is one of my favorites. Oh, my grandson would have really enjoyed doing that. This trailer is from the Colossus pack, which is a mod, a Colossus pack, and it will hold 5 million liters. So I actually lost this pack for a while when I had to do my reinstall. This pack was not available, and just a couple of weeks ago it showed up again. So, but it has a 5 million liter capacity. So I always get that. I always like to get these things right here. These are fill stations. And you can get free stuff. I don't actually know how to hook a winch to a car or a truck, because I don't have any winches in this game. But I like these mods right here because you can get your stuff for free. And there's another one. There's actually 4 of them, but there's the 3 I use. There's a green one I like to use, but I'm not doing animals, so I don't need it. But these are free, and these are always the first thing I want to buy. Some of my favorite mods did not get brought over into this game, so that's the only ones I'm really using right now that are my favorites that I really like to use are those, and I like to use this trailer. I like to use that plow because it's customizable. So there's 3 different working widths on this plow right here. And even this harvester is from the Lizard pack, the TARDIS, and I like that. It holds 200,000 liters. So I always want that one, and I want this trailer if I can get it. Now let's go look at, let's see, there is no any real reason to go down to the bottom. I don't have anything down that way. Let's go this way. We'll go swing around by Richard's place. Yeah, I think we actually can go, not by Monty's house, but we can go by Monty's operation. Now, like I said, Angela is going to be having a canola. She's going to be growing canola, and when it's harvested, it will be coming over here to Monty's oil mill. And that will be right over here. And this is Monty's farm. And I will be putting a corn mill right here. Just right there beside the truck, right here. I'm going to put a corn mill right here. And then he has an oil mill over here. And this is where Angela that would be pretty interesting, but it would probably end up being a different game. And Angela is going to be bringing her canola over here to Monty's farm. We don't really have anything going over here yet. Now, so this is Monty's farm. Now we're going to go drive down right to the end of this field, because right down here we have Richard's farm. And we don't have anything going on down here yet either. We will be putting a grain mill down here. So this is going to be Richard's place. And Richard is going to be doing wheat. We'll have to sell his house. He's not going to live here. We'll sell the house, which is over there. We'll sell the house. We might sell this garage right here because he's not going to need that either. So we'll get some extra space. And we're going to put the oil mill right over here. What is the water? I will show you what my water is like. Let me see. Right now, I have 1,030,000 liters. 1,030,000 liters. That's there. And then I also have this water pump, but it's not making me much money right now. But for my purpose, what I need water for, I've got a ton of water. I'll never need water again. That's also one of my favorite mods, by the way. This water pump, I will show you. I forgot to show you a great water pump. And I want to do that. Where is my water pump? Okay, I'm just trying to think here for a second. Where was that water pump? I'm going to stay right here. Are you talking like water as in lakes or ponds? There's a big lake up here. And then let's see, was there something? Yeah, see, here's a small pond right here. And then let's see, was there a... Richard, we're just looking at your farm. How are you? Okay, Angela. Yeah, there's just one lake and one little pond. Whoops. We were just looking at your farm. I'm showing Evelyn around. Okay, so now I'll go over here. Like I said, that's Richard's farm. And now I will show you Monty's farm. Well, we already looked at Monty's farm, but I'll show you where Monty's house is going to be. So that was Monty's farm right there. Woo. Nobody lives right there yet. That's where Christopher lives. That's Christopher's house. And this is Monty's house. And we don't have anybody else. We don't have anybody else living up that way yet. Let's see if we can get out here before the school bus comes. Nobody else lives up that way yet. Now, I'll show you where Richard lives, where his house is, and then we'll go to my house. And this will be where Richard lives right here. This will be Richard's house. And he'll have these fields back here. He'll have these fields right here. And he's going to be doing wheat. And we might be able to do some bales. Well, at the moment I don't have one for the Duke boys. Now we'll go up to where I live, my house is. And then we got one more place to go. That's Jacob and Amber's. I haven't decided where Joe's going to live yet. I've actually probably... No, we got to go up to Dee Dee. I forgot to go to Dee Dee's place too. Well, let's go up here. I'll show you where I live. And then we got to go back to Dee Dee's. And this is where I live up here. I have a coffee factory. I have my coffee factory. I just changed this right here. I sold our farmhouse and I got this tree house, which I think is awesome. Whoops. It's just hard to get into. It's hard to get up here. We have to climb. There we go. And we have our wardrobe and our sleep point in there. And we also have some house plants. So I'm probably going to do some redecorating here. I might leave this like this. But I kind of like having that garage. I could put it back over here. So I don't know. We'll see. For now, I'm going to leave it like that. There's a maximum amount of money. But anyway, oh, then we also have this up here. Now I have grandchildren, so I have a playground, play area for my grandchildren. Then we have this, we have our greenhouse right here for growing coffee. And then we have this little area up here where we have it leased out. We have this area leased out, so we fenced it off. And I like using, this is one of my favorite mods too. You get a little bit of monthly income, not a whole lot. So it's only a couple thousand every month really, but that's one of my favorite ones. But I don't put them just everywhere. I like to use those to kind of fit in with what's going on. Oh, nice. So it will not let you hit $1 billion. Oh, cannot become a billionaire. But anyway, that's our farm. Now let's go. Let's go over by Jacob and Amber's. We're going to end up coming back over here. Actually, you know what we'll do? Let's run over to Dee Dee's place. Woo! The trees are so thick up here I can't see where I'm going. Let's run over here and see Dee Dee's place, and then we'll go sleep, and then we'll go to Jacob and Amber's right quick. You have that much money on one of your maps. Wow. That's a lot. Whoa, I got to going way too fast. Oh, I was going to ask you how you got that much, that fast. I had to think about where I was there for a second. I'm not used to coming out from that way. Yeah, that's why I don't like to use too much of the government subsidy sign. Well, now see, there was the white sign, and I used that at one point in time too, and I ended up with so much money that there was no point in farming anymore. So I stopped. Now Dee Dee is going to be up here. Dee Dee's going to have this farm up here. Yeah, and you can make a whole lot of money pretty fast. Anyway, Dee Dee is going to own the Sunset Farm because her username is Ivy Sunny Flowers. So we're going to let her have this place up here. We'll sell the house, and we're going to put her a bus to live in. And then she'll have this place up here, and she's going to be doing sunflowers. So she's going to have a big sunflower operation going up here, and she'll also be taking her product to Monty. So I'm really wanting to get everybody set up to where they do not live, well, They don't necessarily. Some of them will live where their fields are. I think Dee Dee is going to, and maybe nobody else, but everybody else is growing something that benefits somebody else's production. So they're not like, they're not like, now Richard will be doing wheat, and Richard has a grain mill, so that's going to benefit him. But like Monty, he's not going to be growing anything that benefits his own oil mill. Now we've got to go back this way because I want to go back to my house. And I'm still learning my way around the map too. That's the first time I ever took this shortcut to come back to my house, which is right up here. Not here, this is Richard's. Yeah, I'm kind of doing like role play, yes. It's simulated multiplayer. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wonder what that place is right here. Oh, this is a gas station. But what's up here? There's a house up here. There's a house there. There's strangers walking around. All right, well, what is this? I need to look at the map. That's very interesting. I haven't noticed this place up here before. One thing I like about these houses, a lot of them do come with a car. This one comes with a harvester that you can't use. I don't even know if I can buy this stuff up here, but we don't have to buy it for somebody to live in it. Oh, this guy has a tractor. Oh, look at this place. What? Wow, this is kind of a nice place. In my country? Well, no, not really. I am not a farmer. I've never been a farmer or anything like that. I don't know that much about it. Just looking to see if by chance there's a collectible over here. Is this place for sale? No, it doesn't even look like we can buy this place. But we could use this. Somebody could live there. Somebody could live here. That would be awesome. You are? Now, when I was growing up, I had uncles and cousins that they lived on farms. Now, see, here's another house right here, but before we go look there, I'm gonna have to check that place out. I do kind of like that place over there. We're gonna go up here and sleep until the next day. I believe Elm Creek is a USA map. So we're going to go up here. It's kind of hard to get up the stairs, or the ladder. Okay, now we can sleep. Well, I don't know, yeah, I don't know exactly where it might be, but I do know it's supposed to be, I think, an American map, yeah. I know it was in the North American. So we'll feed the dog. We've got Lincoln. Where's Lincoln? Let's see where he comes from. I don't know why they always have the dog like go so far away. Where is he? There he is. So there's Lincoln. Alright, so now, before we go down to the dealership and take a look at contracts, we will, one thing I want to do though is I want to save it because we went and, we always want to save it when we sleep. Yeah, Lincoln's a nice dog. We did have Charlie, and then I sold Charlie's doghouse so I could move it, and we ended up with Lincoln. Oh. I actually want to check this out right here. What is this? Well, happy Easter. Now, in FS25, when you found stuff sitting around, you could pick it up. But they won't let you pick stuff up anymore, which is unfortunate. That's cool. I like that. Got a bicycle. Now, what else was there, though? There was another road over here. Where does this go? I want to see where this goes. Oh, hi, Monty. Okay, let me look on the map for a second. Okay, that's how you... That's an entrance into this field, so Richard may not get this field. I might let somebody else have this field. We went and took a look at... We've been to your farm. We already went to your farm, Monty. Alright, so now let's go, I've took Evelyn on a map tour, but the only place I haven't showed her is up here where Jacob and Amber are going to be. So Jacob and Amber are going to be up here, and they will be living where their farm is, where their fields are, because they're going to be living up here, and they're going to have these fields right here. Actually, I'm going to make it one big field, but this will be their place. Now, all these houses, actually, they probably will not live here. No, they will not live here, because I'm going to have to sell that house, because I don't want the sleep point. So I'll have to sell their house and find them another house. But Dee Dee is going to live in a bus, so I'll put hers actually where her operation is at, because it's on a bus. Now we'll go down here and look at contracts. But that was just a little map tour for Evelyn. Look out! Come on, buddy. I do. Yeah, Monty. I sold our house and I got this tree house. So I'll probably end up redecorating this area over here a little bit. But yeah, I think that's cool. I like that. Okay, so let's look at contracts. Let's see if we have anything. I don't want to do any of these. We could do a stone picking, I guess. Let's just advance the clock. We'll just let the clock run for a second here, guys. You can turn it around here where we can see it, and we can go ahead and go back. Put it back down. Whoops. And now let's look at contracts again. See, now we have some. Anything we actually want to do. Again, they don't have anything. I don't want to do where I have to pay for it. That's aggravating. Sorry, guys. We gotta sleep until we have the right contracts. But thankfully, the clock advances fast. Harvesting. Spinach, 18,000. Here we go. Here we go. 9,000. Let's see what else we have, but That's a nice contract. Here's weeding, and we have a weeder. Let's do this contract. I have a weeder. I don't need to borrow. I can just accept it. So let's accept this contract, square. So now we can go back to the farm. What did you do that for? It didn't brake check me. Oh. Yeah, I've been in the treehouse. That's where our sleep point is. Yes, Evelyn. I live in the U.S. I live in Virginia. Oh, well, I don't really get into politics on this channel. I like President Trump, so... Okay, so we need this weeder. Okay, now where are we going? Oh, alright, I know where we're going. Actually, we might be able to get there faster. Let's take a look. What's going to be the fastest way to get there? It's going to be... Yeah, we'll come down along the bottom, down this way, and then up here. Okay. It'll be faster if we go this way. Boy, they sure do like to pass me on in no passing zones. There's not a whole lot of farming goes on where I live. I live in basically coal mining country. So not a lot of farming. There used to be tobacco farming and stuff like that around here, but now this is going to take a little while with this little small weeder, but seven miles an hour. Oh, I don't know. It's not cheap, but I don't know. I don't do that, so I've never had to pay that fine. You finished your picture, or you just finished for today, for the time being? I do not know him, as in personally. I am familiar with who Mr. Beast is, but no, I do not know him. A candle in Dragon Page. That sounds fun. Now, I cannot tell that this thing is actually doing anything, but I know it's doing something because it's registering up there on the meter, 5% complete already. Is that a field full of hay bales over there? Oh, that's where the, oh, I see what that is over there. The buses got stuck. I've been seeing some YouTube videos from this one guy I've been watching, and he's done some tapping of maple trees and making his own maple syrup. It's pretty interesting. I guess if I had a maple tree, I might attempt that myself. Most of the buses in my area are not electric, as far as school buses. I live in a very small rural town. Well, Evelyn, thank you so much. That's awesome. Well, now I'll tell you, Evelyn, if you keep coming around and hanging out with us in chat, then you'll get a place on here. You'll get something. I will probably live stream for, I don't know, I usually live stream for around 3.5, sometimes 4 hours. Sometimes it might last 5 or 6 hours. I just did one not long ago that was like 6.5 hours. But most of the time, like about 3.5. What color are dragon fruit? I don't really know. Monty might know. I'd actually have to get on Google and look it up. I just looked at them on Google. They look pretty cool. Yeah, I think your Dukes of Hazzard roleplay would be pretty cool, Evelyn. Yeah, I just looked at a picture of dragon fruit on Google. I don't know if the picture you have, is that part of your picture, Angela? Dragon fruit? Oh, you like playing in multiplayer? We have some other chatters who play multiplayer. Dee Dee plays multiplayer. JR, Duke. I have never played multiplayer. Yeah, I'm not really sure where they are from. The Dukes of Hazzard. Hazard County, Kentucky, I think. Hazard County, Kentucky. No, it says they lived in rural Georgia. They're from Georgia. I wasn't sure where they're from. Yeah, Hazard County, Georgia. I do know there's a Hazard County, Kentucky. That's why I thought maybe that's where they were from. All right, we are almost 30% complete. Well, I'm glad that last contract went fairly quick, because this one is not so quick. Oh, okay, Angela. How much are those? Monty. $26.99. Evelyn, I'm not sure what you're asking me. How many play buttons? Oil-based. Color pencils are oil-based, I believe. Oh, I don't have any of that kind of stuff, I don't think. I don't have any kind of stuff like that, I don't think. I have some other games. I only play really Farming Simulator 25 currently because I can't play fighting games or racing games because I have arthritis in my hands and carpal tunnel syndrome. So really holding a controller hurts my hands. That's why I play this game, because I can hire the AI worker and I can set the controller down and just let the game play itself. So I have to play games that I can do like that will play themselves. I have played GTA 4. What was that called? Vice City? I think that Faber-Castell is a pretty good brand. Monty, I think you'd like Couleur pencils, and they're budget friendly. Hey, Second Chance, how are you? Good to see you. We are doing a contract here, doing some weeding. I have a hard time picking colors. With all the options I have, I can't imagine limiting myself to like 36 colors. I might have to do that as a challenge sometime. I might buy me a set like that and then just use those on a picture. That would be interesting. All right, we are almost 50% finished. 50%. There's 50%. And we should get some new contracts come up here in a few minutes. I don't think there was anything else that I really was interested in doing. I don't want to do carrots. That was so difficult. Spinach takes forever. But it's $18,000. Here's hoeing. So we might can do this one too. We'll lease that equipment. It's only $1,000 to lease it, so we'll make $8,000. Okay. I have not done that, Evelyn. Now, I do have videos on my channel that I am actually in those videos, but I have never done like a picture in a picture, that kind of thing. I do have a camera that I could actually try to, well, I don't know how to do that with live streaming. I could make a video. I could set up a tripod and I could make a video of myself sitting here playing. I might do that. I might make a video short. And I do not have like a PlayStation camera. I have thought about buying a PlayStation camera, but I don't know how those things work. And I don't really have the personality to be on camera. Actually, I'm not a real big on microphone kind of person either, but I like live streaming. I like chatting with people in chat rooms, that's why. Yeah, but I'm not the kind of I don't like being on camera. Right now it is 1:46 in the morning where I live. Yeah, I start my live streams, I start my farming simulator live streams at midnight where I live, Evelyn. So I have now been streaming for just over an hour and 45 minutes. And then I do a coloring live stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 o'clock in the morning where I live. Alright guys, we are getting closer. We still got to go around the field a couple of times, but we're getting closer, 62%. And look at our bank account. $236,000. All from doing contracts. Or most of it from doing contracts. We do make a little bit of money from well, the way I have them set up is like after this live stream, that I won't be doing another live stream for like a day and a half. Well, not a day and a half, but over 24 hours. So I do get plenty of time to actually get some rest. But sometimes, like, it's harder for me for this live stream, the midnight one, because I don't always get to rest during the day. I have things I have to do. So, or even in the early evenings, I'm not able to sleep or whatever. Sometimes I can sleep for an hour or so before I stream at night, but sometimes I can't. Today I was not able to, so I'm actually very tired already. But I still want to do a couple more contracts if we can. Make some more money. I need to buy another field. But actually, you know, I think what I want to do, if we look at this for a second, I really think I want to buy this field next. We'll get Angela making some canola. And that's $300,000. But we're getting close. And that'll be really nice because Monty, that will help you out because that's gonna go into your oil mill. So I think that's the next place I want to buy a field is right here, get Angela started. And then I want to, well, I've already kind of messed up what I was going to do. It's still going to work, but I was going to buy all of this. I was just going to have my farm and the cotton farm, but then I started buying everybody else's farms, and I kind of want to get everybody operational so nobody feels left out. But so this will be the next purchase, this field down here. We'll get Angela started, and that will get Monty's oil mill operational. We can't get his field yet. We can't buy Monty's or Richard's farm yet, but we can do. We'll get Monty's mill up and running, which will be nice. Really, the only shed mod that I have right now is that one. That's the only one I have right. Well, this one was actually, this was on the game already, but I have the same mod. This one right here. It's the only shed I'm using. Besides the one that's up at by the tree house where I park. And this one has the mechanic shop inside. Unfortunately, my truck won't fit in there. My truck won't fit in here. Or I would park inside there. No, there is no way I would be able to get a tractor on top of that greenhouse. It's far too tall. Believe me, Monty, I already thought about that. Because that would look pretty awesome, wouldn't it? Yes, I have a tree house. Didn't you see my tree house? Where Lincoln is at? The dog? No, it wouldn't work that way, Monty. It's too tall. There is nothing that would work to get that up there. Look how tall this thing is. There's nothing that's going to reach way up there. This right here, that right there actually is not nearly as tall as as that top of that treehouse, and I barely was able to get it up there. Let's see. Even if we did put it up here, Monty, the only thing I could try to do is like put that same ramp down here that I used like in on Riverbend Springs to get the tractor up on top of the barn. But this is way up there. This is a lot farther up there than what you guys are thinking it is. It's way up there. And I don't want to mess up all my landscaping, so... Yeah, but what I'm saying, I don't think you guys are, like, getting what I'm saying. Now, I don't know if there might be a way where I could stack ramps on top of one another. Oh, I know. That's the first thing I thought of, Monty, is whether or not I would be able to get that up there. But I just don't see any way, because I did use like I said, I think the only way possible is if I could stack ramps on top of one another, and I don't think the game is going to let me do that. I know I can't use like a forklift on top of lift up another forklift because the physics of the game won't allow that. Well, I might be able to get a crane mod, but I mean, unless it's a crane for building skyscrapers, because that treehouse is like a 3-story building. Oh, it has a car attachment? Well, I'll look at all that kind of stuff off camera. I don't think there's any way for me to put that thing up on top of that treehouse. That roof is 40 feet in the air. I have not seen the crane either. I haven't really looked for it. It's probably under forestry or something like that. But you know, they are coming out with mods for mining and fishing and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, there probably is a crane. But I don't think it will reach 40 feet in the air, because it would have to reach about 60 feet in the air to lift a vehicle up far enough. You put a Mustang up on top of the roof and then drove it off? Yeah, I may get on here off camera and see what I can do. Probably not though, because I don't really play this thing off camera. All right, 91% complete. I put my tractor up on the roof using a telehandler. But on Riverbend Springs, when I was playing there, and I put my tractor up on the very top of one of those red barns, I had to use a ramp and a telehandler. I don't think it's possible. I think that treehouse is... Look how tall that treehouse is compared to that barn. That's way up there. It's even way higher than this. It's compared to this building right here. That roof is way up here like this. It doesn't look like it, but it is, because this ground is raised up that high. Thank you, Evelyn. So see, that building is sitting up on a hill compared to this right here. So that's way up there, guys. I don't see how in the world I'm going to be able to... A telehandler will not reach. Telehandler just did reach that right there, barely. Does that even have a flat roof on it? Whoops. Well, it has a peak roof, but I could still park it up there if I could get it up there. How old am I? I am almost 67. I'll be 67 next month. In about, well, 4 weeks. In just about 4 weeks, I'll turn 67. %97 complete. Oh, it's a meme? Well, I think man went to the moon. When did man land on the moon? 1969, maybe? I would have been 10. I was born in 1959. Yeah, I don't either. I don't know why the number 67 would be a meme. Well, that might be interesting. Maybe somebody will come out with a mod for something like that. Okay, now we got to go down to the dealership. We'll collect on this contract, and we will we'll do another contract. You have a mod for delivering mail? Well, that's pretty awesome. Is that for PC or console? I haven't seen anything like that for any mods like that for console. Oh, well, I'll have to look in there and see. But yeah, I probably won't spend a lot of time driving around delivering mail. I don't know how you inspect hail, but okay. Completed, $8,000. Collect. And then we're going to go back over here, and we're going to do a hoeing contract. Now this one we will have to borrow the equipment because I do not have a hoe. I need to buy a hoe, but we're still going to make $8,500, so we will borrow the equipment. And that's going to be Monty's field. No, I do not have snow. I have all that stuff turned off, weather. Whoops. I'm not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to get in that tractor over there. Alright, so we're going to go over and we're going to be hoeing in Monty's future field. Now the one thing that's going to be nice about when we can buy Monty's field is we also get Richard's farm at the same time. Well, when I listen to music, I don't really listen to music very often. Only when generally only if I happen to be coloring off camera, then I will, I'll put on music. I'll listen to classic rock. But I like gospel music. Now let's see how fast this guy moves. Yeah, I remember you mentioned Thundersonic earlier, my earlier stream. It's 3:15. It's 2:15 where I'm at. At least we've got a good working speed, 15 miles an hour. It's not going to take long to do this field. Well, thank you, Evelyn. Now I think here before long, I like Valtra. Where is my tractor? Valtra. That's my favorite brand. I don't even know why. When I first started playing this game in FS19, I just saw that brand Valtra and I said, hey, I like that name, Valtra. So that's the kind of tractor I use. Now, my original idea on this map was to give everybody all their own farming equipment, but I don't want to have to scroll through 45 different vehicles every time I need to do something. Well, that's good, Evelyn. I was actually gonna, like for Granny's Knitwear, I showed you Granny's farm on this map. I was gonna set her up with all John Deere equipment. And eventually I may end up doing that, but like on Riverbend Springs, I had so many vehicles, you have to scroll through all of them to get to one certain one, and I don't want to get that many vehicles if I can avoid it. Until we really have the map filled out, then I might do that. But that's only for the purpose of like the simulated role multiplayer though, because everybody would have their own favorite brand and stuff like that. So I would like to set somebody up with like John Deere, somebody with New Holland, and somebody with Case, different stuff like that. And we'll see how it all works out. But for right now, I don't want to have to be flipping through, 20, 30 vehicles just to get to one. Well, a matte green sounds kind of cool. I like a matte finish also. Oh, if I had a Mustang, I would like to have like a carbon fiber black. Well, I'm not exactly sure, Evelyn, what you mean by today's video. I don't really have any plans of posting anything else after the live stream is over. A matte white. I don't know if I've seen a matte white vehicle before. That might look pretty good. I'm more accustomed to seeing things in a matte black. Yes, this video is for today, April 4. Yeah, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Is it Roush? Is it Roush? Now, Evelyn, I never know for sure. You know, I may later today, I might make a video short, and I might upload that later on today sometime, or whatever. I never know for sure other than my live streams, but as far as regular videos, or video shorts, I don't ever know what I'm going to do or when I'm going to do one, because I basically live stream. And I do 6 live streams every week. Well, sometimes I don't make it because my Wi-Fi don't work, or sometimes I just don't feel well either, so. Well, my hands have been hurting me for several years, but they progressively get worse. I wear braces on my hands, not all the time. I'm supposed to wear them 24/7, but I don't. But like when I color and stuff like that, I do. I do not wear my braces when I'm doing this. Like I said, I'm supposed to wear them all the time, but I don't. I should, because it would make my hands feel better. But yeah, they've been bothering me for a long time. I actually went to a neurologist and they ran electricity through my arm. Alright, now we are on to Headland Rose. It won't take long, this guy's going to be done. 77% already. No, it's not good, but it could be worse. From doing, probably from years of construction work. Working with my hands. I would say probably most people who made a career out of swinging a hammer probably deal with those same kind of issues. Yeah, that might not be too good, Monty. Especially if I was just going to say, especially the Arkansas. Who is it? Officer Byrd? Is that who it is? Officer Byrd with the Arkansas State Police? Monty, you might want to put that one on the simulated list. Just role play that one. Yep, I think that's why it's spelled differently. Oh, I don't know. I have never encountered an ICE agent because I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff, so I don't really know. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I don't really talk about politics that much. I don't talk about religion that much. But I personally am a conservative Christian. And that pretty much says everything anybody needs to know about me politically and religiously. I am a conservative Christian. Ooh, almost finished. I am going to be glad to get this oil mill up and operating. And then we're going to get that corn mill right here too. We're going to put the corn mill right here on that grass, which will be nice also. Oh, I hit a sign. I wasn't paying attention. I was reading chat. No, I don't know that I'm really familiar with 95.1 FM. When I listen to when I listen to music, I listen to it on Amazon Music because I have an Amazon Prime account, so I get Amazon Music is included. And then I have one of those Echo devices. Oh, okay. So it's out of Canada? Monty, are you familiar with that? That might be up in your area. All right, completed 87. Oh, Angela. Hot chocolate actually sounds pretty good. All right, let's collect this. Now, what do we have? Is there anything we want to do? I do not want to harvest carrots. Yeah, see, I'm not sure. Oh, look here, plowing. Awesome. Oh, and that's right down there. Okay, we're going to do this one. $6,000. Let's see what else there is, though. I don't want to do spraying, but I do want to do this. We're going to do this one right here. We do not need to borrow, so we will just accept the equipment. We have our own plow. Yeah, she's farther east, you're right. She's farther east, even than where I am, in the UK. Okay, so now we're going to drive back over to the farm. We'll use our tractor, use our plow. And I think I'll do something I don't do very often. We'll save it. Okay, Evelyn. God bless you. Thank you for coming and staying and hanging out with us. Thank you for the subscription, too. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And I hope we see you again. Evelyn, you keep coming and hanging out with us and you will get a place on the map. Yes. But you got to become a regular chatter, okay? Okay, so we want to plow. How about we start out by you get what everybody else gets. But yes, like I said, if you become a regular chatter, I will set you up with a farm on this map. It'll be fun. But as far as having a bunch of tractors and stuff, we'll have to see about all that stuff. I don't know how all that will work. Yeah, that's fine. You can make all the requests you like to. Ask Monty. I'm okay with people making requests because it gives me ideas, you know. But for right now, nobody's going to get vehicles. Just me. I'm going to use all my own stuff. Eventually, I might buy other people's tractors like I was talking about earlier of different brands. I would like to do that. But for the time being, I'm not going to do that. Because I want to be able to buy fields and stuff, not equipment. Now let's see, where is this field? I need to figure out where we're at. Okay. A school bus, I'll get you a school bus. I will get you a school bus. That much I will say, okay? That's as far as I'll go. I will get you a school bus. Let me do something, guys. Evelyn, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Look here. I will get you a school bus. You can't drive it. You can't drive it, but I will get you a school bus. Let me find it. I have it. It's in here. It's down at the bottom. It's down at the bottom. There it is. You can have a school bus, okay? So I will get you a school bus. Wherever we end up putting your house, I'll park a school bus in your yard. Either that one or this one. I think the other one, because I'm going to have Dee Dee live in this one. I think. Wait, let me look. No, I might have Dee Dee live in this one. So I'll get you this one, Evelyn. So I will get you that. Okay. So that's the deal. You become a regular chatter and you get a house with a field, whoops, and a bus. Okay, bye. God bless you. You're welcome. All right, this guy's working at a pretty good speed, 12 miles an hour. This guy will finish pretty quickly. Thank you, Evelyn. And it won't be long. By the time we finish this field, we should have some new contracts. And maybe there'll be something there. Because I don't think there's any contracts at the moment available that I actually want to do. But we'll see what we get into. Been streaming for 2 hours and 45 minutes. So we'll see. I am getting kind of tired, but at the same time, not too bad yet. And this is going to be pretty quick right here, so this field will be done in a few minutes, really. Alright guys, while this guy's plowing right here, I'm going to take a quick break and I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. How much? I must have missed something. Did I miss something? Oh, I see. Well, I agree. $6 for to watch a new movie is not bad. To rent it, that's not a bad price. It's out in theaters. I may have seen a trailer for that. Now, I did like the first one. I don't really watch a lot of newer movies. I don't recall having seen the second one either. I actually thought this was the second one. I didn't realize that this was the third Avatar, I don't think. I may have at one time been aware of Avatar 2, but that would not have been any time recently. Because when you mentioned the Avatar, new Avatar, I was thinking Avatar 2, so I don't know. For me, it's all about the messaging. No, I have not. I have not seen that movie. Sunset Boulevard, ready for my close-up. Almost sounds like it could be a Sundance. $1950s? Oh. All right, 70% complete. 2 headland rows. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would not be very familiar with any of those actors or actresses. I have seen a silent film or two, but I would not be able to tell you the name of them. In fact, one of them could have been the very movie you named right there, and I wouldn't know it. Angela, do you have the app Fandango at home? That thing has thousands and thousands of free movies. Evelyn's grandson. Well, how are you? Okay, good. All right, it won't be too much longer. And we'll have this one done. Just in time for the new contracts to come up too. Well, actually they just changed, didn't they? Let's take a look. See if there's anything. I just don't want to do this kind of contracts. What is this? No, they don't have anything that I actually want to do. We could do a stone picking. We could do that one. But we might just advance the clock an hour. You can't fall asleep? Well, I know how that goes. Sometimes I can't fall asleep either. It's probably why I play Farming Simulator at midnight. I usually have to be pretty exhausted. All right, we are almost done with this contract. Angela, do you have a smart TV? That you can install apps on? All right, contract completed. Nice. You got a Fire Stick, okay. Can you install apps on it? Angela, if you can get that Fandango app, Fandango, Fandango, if you can get that app, the last time I looked at it, it had over 12,000 free movies. Right now I'm only playing on this map. I do have Into the Woods. So we have done a little bit of forestry. But we never really got too far into the forestry because when I do forestry stuff, I have to do it myself. I can't let the AI worker do it. I have to do it, and that just makes totally defeats the purpose of playing this game because I can't set the controller down. Okay, so we want to now we're going to go back over to the dealership. have not done very much logging. Now the map we were doing, we were getting a good start on it, but about all we could do was contract. Well, all right, Monty, we'll drive up there and we'll feed Lincoln, and then we'll come back and check on the contract. Well, now see, the only thing we were ever able to do really was like cut down some a few trees. Never made that much money. Actually, we were kind of just getting started. I wasn't even able to get my own operation set up yet. I was not able to buy the sawmill or anything like that yet. We were kind of just getting started. But then they came out with ElmCreek, so I said, well, I'm going to switch over to this one. Because Riverbend Springs got lost. That's why we ended up doing logging, because I had never done logging before. I still would like to actually be able to do a full-on logging operation, but you have Tubi. So I have Tubi. But if you can get Fandango, it's one of the best free movie apps that I have. Now I also have Amazon Movies. Comes with the Prime account. There is different kinds of popcorn. Let me see something here. Where is the popcorn factory? I don't remember what it looks like, but let's see if we can find it, because we can make a couple of different kinds of popcorn. But Monty, you don't have the popcorn factory any longer. Here it is. So look, we can make onion popcorn, we can make chili popcorn, we can make sugarcane popcorn. All we need is, we'll grow that stuff in a greenhouse. So that'll work out fine. But I don't know who I'm gonna set up with the popcorn operation. Who is gonna do popcorn? Have we figured that part out yet? Well, originally I did have it figured out. Monty was going to be doing popcorn. But then we changed it. No, Richard has a grain mill. Maybe, now Angela I'm gonna have doing canola, but maybe Angela should do popcorn as well as her production. No, I have not done any lawn care or camping. Let me think. Let me think, because Evelyn, I have a different plan. But Evelyn, I think I could, maybe I might have Evelyn do corn. That might be something. Okay, so we fed the dog. Now we're going to go back down and see what kind of contract we might be able to find. I feel like playing a little bit more. Hey, that dog's lucky I remember to feed it once a day. That's why I try to put its house where I can see it at the beginning. I have never had chili popcorn. I was looking at that house right there. All right, look here. I need to look at the map right here for a second, guys. Uh, can I buy this? Yes. How much is that? $373,000. I don't need this here. I need this over here. All right, so look here. Wait, let me pull the map back up. Oh, wow. Okay. I have an idea. All right, look here, Evelyn. Evelyn, you want to live here? Do you want to live in this nice, quaint little house? What do you mean, maybe? Because what I'm thinking is you can live in this house and you can have this barn. You can have this barn and all right, so now look here, we're not done. I think I'll have you, corn will be okay. I've got to figure out how to get into that field, but I can probably set you up with some corn right over here. Like maybe these two fields to start with. Okay, so you could grow corn. It's not that far away from your house. You're right up on the hill. And then look here, now Evelyn, it's going to be a little while before I can buy that stuff, you know what I mean? The house you can already have, because I don't have to pay for the house. But then your business, Evelyn, is going to be right here. So Evelyn, you're going to own the rope company, okay? You're going to own this. But like I said, now it's going to be a while before we actually buy it and get all this set up. But that will be what you have, all right? So you know where your house is going to be, your barn, and your operation. But, like I said, you do have to become a regular chatter, okay? That's the deal. Yeah, I think, Angela, I was going to have take over the popcorn operation because that originally was going to be Monty's operation, but now Monty's got the oil mill and he'll have the corn oil mill also. So I think Angela will do popcorn, or was I, what was I going to have Dee Dee do? I got to figure out what she's going to be doing also, because she's doing sunflowers, but she's delivering sunflowers. She's delivering sunflowers to Monty's. Yeah, actually, Evelyn, you're going to provide all the corn that's needed. You'll see how this is going to work. It's going to be pretty cool. All right, let's see if we got another contract available, guys, something we can do. I might want to advance the clock. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to advance the clock. But just for a few seconds. We'll see what kind of new contracts we have. there is a weeding right here. That's almost 4,000, but it'll cost us. Okay, so still make over 3 grand on that one. I don't want to really do that. Hmm. Here's a cultivating. Let's do a cultivating contract. Okay, that's down on Granny's farm. Let's do this cultivating contract, guys. And then that'll probably be the last one we do. We'll see. I may have one more in me. We'll see what happens. But let's do this contract. We do not need to borrow equipment. We have it. And we can collect on the completed contract while we're here. $6,000. Good deal. Okay, so now we're going to do one more contract. Okay, Angela. Now it's going to take me a little while, guys, to like get it straight in my head, who's doing what and everything, but the more we get into it, I think Joe, I'm going to have Joe live right here in this house. No, Mary Joe. I'm going to put Mary Joe right here, but I need to see her in chat before I do. But I want to put her over there. I have done some stone picking contracts. In fact, look here. Now that you asked me about that, look here, Evelyn. That's from doing stone picking. Every time I do stone picking, I bring them over here and dump them right there. So I do like the contract because these I can take later and sell to make lime or something with. So I do get that is a benefit of doing stone picking. Yeah, because the contract's on FS25 for stone picking. The contract is simply for picking them up. You don't have to take them and sell them. So then I could take it and sell it to make lime with. But I'm actually kind of holding it right here for cosmetic purposes. I like that. I like the way that looks. I think it looks cool having this pile of rock here. I don't really like this pile there. I wish it was more over here. But I want to buy, let me see here. I want to buy a, What kind of vehicle would it be? Maybe under miscellaneous? Do we have a miscellaneous vehicles? Some kind of construction vehicle, not that, but something like, yeah, one of these. I want to get something like this and put a bucket on the front. Maybe we'll get this one because it's cheaper. But I want to put a bucket on the front and then park it. And then just have it parked and partially loaded. I think it would look cool just sitting over here. I really want to just use it for decoration. Alright, now let's see. Where's our contract at? Where is our contract field at? Oh, it's at Granny's, ain't it? Over here, okay. Over at Granny's. You'd fill it with the acorns. Evelyn, do you like this house? Do you like this house better, Evelyn? Do you want to be neighbors with Angela? You can have this house. Angela is right there. If you'd rather have this house, you can have this one. Whoops. Ooh. Almost got ran over. So do you want to switch to this house, Evelyn? Okay, that's fine. Alright. So you can live down here by Angela. What is this place? Let me look at, what is this? Riverbend Auto Repair. Let me see something. I think all that comes with this field. It does. So Angela is going to own this field. This is going to be Angela's field. Evelyn is going to live over here. So Evelyn can own this business right here. This will not generate any money. It has nothing to do with the game at all other than it's sitting here. So since she lives here, she can own this also. And then she will also have the rope factory. Because this thing ain't gonna make no money. That's just decoration. But since it's set up as a business, she can own it. That'll be fine. All right. Man, I almost had that right where it's supposed to be. You play with the steering wheel? That is pretty cool. What do you have, a G29? Oh, okay. Now you do realize you're not actually going to be playing on this map, right? That I'm playing? We're just simulating. Okay. You can hook your steering wheel up to your Xbox. That's cool. I have thought about like a steering wheel. I don't really have anything to mount it to though. But they seem like they would be fun. I've seen some people play with them. Well, I mean, I've seen videos, YouTube videos of gamers who play with the steering wheel. Actually, one of our new subscribers, War Machine, was in like last week or something. War Machine. He plays. I'm pretty sure I saw him playing with the steering wheel. A spaceship decoration? I don't even know if I have one. Did you find them, Angela? Welcome back, by the way. You said you were looking for them. Did you find them? Now, Evelyn, you're going to meet somebody in here who does multiplayer, and I think you'll like her, and y'all might actually do some multiplayer stuff if you like doing the multiplayer. Yeah, no, I don't want to play multiplayer. I want to simulate multiplayer like I'm doing it. But if you do like playing multiplayer, then you will meet this lady in here, and she plays multiplayer. And she's very nice. You'll like her. She's not here. She's not here tonight. When she comes in here, I'll make sure you know who it is. She's one of the moderators for the room, for chat, so you'll know who she is. You're starting to doze off? Well, that's good to help you sleep. Remember the one that has the sunflowers, Evelyn, that we went up there and looked at? That has the sunflower silos and all that? That will be her. You found them. Okay, Angela, good. Well, I do. It is kind of like that, isn't it, Monty? Okay, Evelyn. I hope you can go to sleep. But anyway, we kind of figured out what we're going to do with you. It'll just be a while before we can buy stuff. Yeah, 338 where I'm at. But I'm going to finish this contract and then I'm going to be done for the night myself. There is something I would like to buy. I don't know that I need to buy it right now, but I bought this truck. Which one do I have? I have this one. And when I read the information in the mod store, it said that this truck holds diesel fuel. But it does. When I tried to put diesel in it, it would not let me. And then I also looked at the mods, and it said that this truck holds diesel, but I don't know. And then this one is supposed to hold diesel. I need to buy a truck. So I'm going to end up having to try this one. And gosh, I really don't want to buy it and then it not work. But I'm wanting something different. I'm not trusting that one. But I really do want to get one of those to put up at the coffee factory. I want one of those to put diesel fuel in. Well, I could get a tanker trailer, but I don't need it for that. I just want a straight truck. I want a straight truck because I'm going to park it. I'm actually going to park it right here, where this is. I want to replace this with one of those trucks. And that's what I bought the other truck for originally. But it didn't seem to want to accept diesel fuel in the tank, so. And right now I don't want to risk losing any money experimenting, but I do eventually need to do that. Now the truck that I actually bought to use with the coffee factory, I'm now using at the greenhouse at the coffee factory, which is okay. Well, Angela, it's still early for you. 12:41. Falling asleep on your art table? Well, we're almost done here, then everybody can go to bed. Well, that's probably a good place to be if you're sleepy and you're dozing off. We are almost done here. So once we get this finished, we'll go park the tractor and then we'll drive over to the dealership, collect the contract, and we'll head home, and that'll be it for today. Yeah, his food bowls will probably be empty. All right, last trip around the field. Okay, Angela. God bless you. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. I hope you have a great weekend. Get some sleep. Whoa! Oh, awesome. We are completed. So now we're just going to go park this. And we'll stop by the dealership on the way home and collect on this contract. Well, I'm glad there wasn't a train because I was not paying attention. All right. All right, now we're going to grab the truck. Well, good. I'm glad you like it, Angela. There's Dee Dee. Dee Dee, I'm just now finishing. So how was your day, Dee Dee? Whoa! Is it, oh, it's raining at your house? Okay, so we're going to, we'll collect on our contract. So we'll collect it. It's supposed to rain here, but I don't believe it started yet. Well, I'll see if I can I think it's a little bit more difficult in FS25 than it was on FS22. We'll see if I can figure out how to do that. I know there is a way in the menus. I just got to figure it out. I have flipped this truck a bunch of times. I most certainly have. A bunch of times. This truck is easy to flip over. See? It's real easy to flip over. Didn't make too much of a mess. Dee Dee, did you see our new house? Or my new house? Well, we'll give Lincoln a chance to get over here. There he is. There he is. Let's see if we can actually pet this thing. If he stands still. Oh. There we go. Alright, one more time. Yeah, I just don't see any way of getting anything all the way up there. That's a 3-story building. So we're going to save it right here. Awesome. Now I may have to do some redecorating over here. I may move some of that. I wouldn't mind having the garage more back over this way like it used to be. And this house I can actually come inside. Yeah, I don't know why we have hay bales in here, but we do. But hey, I got some indoor plants. Funny. You want to see the home screen? I don't know if I can actually show the home screen. I don't know if it'll let me. Well, this is normally how I leave the game. I don't normally exit this menu. I normally just leave the game like this. This is normally how I end. So anyway, guys, we're just going to leave it sit right here. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Happy Easter, everybody. And I will say, he is alive. But we'll do it again Monday night, guys. We'll do coloring Monday morning. And until then, everybody, God bless.